Yo, it's JSF, and this video is kind of just for fun, since we know that there won't be an update and overall, this won't actually get changed, but just some more ideas and some things that, maybe to keep in mind for the future titles. And I did a video like this about a year ago, but it was like 40 minutes long, not that many people watched it, so I wanted to do a video the opposite, right? So this is fixing every armor breaker in this game, basically, right? Now, some characters are not on this list because they already have a good armor breaker, but this is fixing every armor breaker in the game in 5 minutes or less. And by fixing, I mean I want every character to have an armor breaker that's a special move with a crush and blow. Some of them don't have, some of them aren't special moves, a couple of them, but that's the general idea I want to go across. If your armor breaker doesn't have a crush and blow attached to it, then I gave it a new one for this video. I think it's super simple. I think it improves a bunch of characters, make armor breaks a lot better in general. And last thing is, every armor break in this video, keep in mind that if I was to do this, I would slow breakaway down a little bit, and some moves will need to be sped up. So imagine all these moves always would land on armor break. I know some of them won't, or some of them will, but it'll be very like too hard to do. But keep in mind that I would slow down breakaway, so they would all work. Anyway, without further ado, subscribe if y'all enjoy the content, and let's get started. We'll start with Joker. His armor break has to be Rare Boy Beatdown. It's kind of the only option, and it gives you a reason to not want to play Kapow, because you have a good armor break if they do break away. Also, for Johnny Cage here, we got Nut Punch, and then if you EX it, you get the crushing blow, with the relaunch, or just extra damage because the armor break. I would also just buff armor break damage in general. With Cassie, we got shoulder charge. Instead of having, basically you would have a way to all guaranteed land this KB while you don't have it now. For Jax, I got his back forward 2, his dash punch. Don't know why this isn't his armor breaker. It's a no-brainer to me. The first hit would break armor. For Spawns is complicated because his back 4-2 is too slow, obviously. As you can see, it doesn't land. But if that was sped up, breakaways will slow down. That would be a great armor breaker. For Sub-Zero, we got Cold Shoulder. Gives you incentive to use the Cold Shoulder. Gets really good damage. And yeah, there's that. Kano, we got Lumbar Check. I have no idea why they didn't pick this as his armor breaker. It was a pretty obvious choice and they just didn't do it. I don't think that needs to be explained. For Liu Kang, I went with Nunchuck stance. And as you can see, this doesn't even work in the current game. So you would have to make some changes to this move, but that would be a really good armor breaker for him. We got Reptile Slide for Shang Tsung. I think this would be perfect for him. Boom, you get a KB. A way to land that without doing it from max range and neutral. For Frost, we got Drill. As I've said this for a while, would be a good way to actually combo into that. And if not that Drill, then we can go for this Drill. She actually needs 2 armor breakers. Yes, she deserves it. It's Frost. She's the worst in the game. And both of these moves aren't that great. For Sonya, we got Air Control. Again, an obvious one that they didn't pick. No idea how they dropped the ball on this one. Literally no clue. What are y'all smoking? NetherRealm. Now we got Scorpion. His, again, Spear, a very obvious one. Would have gave you a way to get this Spear KB without throwing out spears at full screen. With Noob, we got his back forward 2, his clone tackle, EX. So if you haven't landed 10 shadows, you can still land that. Obviously, it would need to be buffed a little bit. For Raiden, we got Superman, whatever you want to call this damn move. It's flying electricity. You'd be able to get it without doing it full screen, right? RoboCop, we got the command grab, boom. Just would be good, and he wouldn't need the air charge. For Scarlet, we got back 2. So for her, there wasn't a special move that she had that could crush and blow that would work for this. So back 2 would be her armor breaker. For Devorah, we got her flipping out, I think it's called, the front flip. The overhead, this would be really good for her. Wouldn't fix the character, but I mean, it'd be a better armor breaker. You get way more damage or a pop-up for a combo. For Terminator, I know he has a command grab armor breaker already, and it's pretty good, but it didn't have a KB, so this one will be his armor breaker, the one with the KB. For Collector, this was hard, but his charged up mace, instead of having to charge it up and never be able to get the KB, now you have one you can get. That would need to be sped up. Sindel, hair flip, might need to be sped up a little bit, but this would be cool, especially you get off her back too. But I would make this a mid, honestly. Centrion, this move would definitely need to be sped up. It's super trash, super slow, but this would be a really good armor breaker and not Tornado. So we would nerf Tornado. With Fujin, we got Skywalker Dive Kick. This would be good because as it currently is, you can break away while he's doing it. That would be a good way to get that and not have to get the little 2-step requirement. So yeah, man. That is all the characters. That's every armor breaker that I would change. Some of them, like Rain's Water Bubble, I would speed up a little bit. But the rest of the cast, like the ones that aren't in this video, they have good armor breakers. Like Jade has a good one. Kung Lao has a good one. Like Katana has a good one. You know what I mean? And there's some of them that aren't terrible, but I still think they could be made better. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all today, man. That's every armor breaker, fixing them. And if they're not on this list, they're already good in 5 minutes. All right, y'all have a good one. Y'all stay safe. Sub if y'all enjoy the content. JSF, I'm out. Peace.